Smith. Laumape. Good drive, supported by Cruden, and look at the impact of the bench. Salvia was there as well. Taylor. Smith to Whitelock. Cruden. Liam Williams, it's all down to you now, or maybe not. The ball had too much on it. Referee's back again, though.
Relief for the Lions. The penalty goes over. It's still just 7 points. But once again, Laumape has had a massive impact in this second half. That first receiver ball to him has caused the Lions no end of problems. And Sean O'Brien went off. With O'Brien off, he just bouldered his way through the Lions' defence.
Back to full complement now.
There you can see the line. Farrell, Jonathan Davis, Sexton, you can't hold him. So powerful.
TJ Perenara on for Aaron Smith. Of course, Perenara on his home ground, a Hurricane.
A real threat to the Lions. Perenara, outstanding player. Nothing in it between him and Aaron Smith. Smith is a game controller. Perenara does brilliant things coming off the bench.
So the gap is 7.
Warren Gatland has one of the biggest calls to make now in his coaching career. Sexton and Farrell are the boys who can give him the try. 7 points behind. But Laumape is slowly but surely taking this game away from the Lions with his run after run down their channel. So does he bring Tio on and trust to score a try with Tio out there, or does he stick with his 10 and 12?
I think I bring Tio on now because we need that pace, we need that dynamism to get over that gain line, and more importantly, we need to stop Laumape getting over their gain line.
For now, Teo stays on the bench, and he believed one of the Lions' best players last week before he was removed from the field.
Here's the Faletau try. Naholo is off, and Dag, a smaller man, just gets buffeted off by Faletau. It's a very strong finish. Even Rotalic can't get to him. I think that decision about Tio as well, it's not just about how you're trying to play, it's where you're trying to play. The Lions have to get down in the 22.
Sinclair to Murray, and then Jonathan Davis. Murray again, and Sinclair again. Quickly back to the scrum half, then it's Sexton. Oh, Jamie George going through. In goes Murray. It's gone to the short side. Oh, it's not gone to the short side. It's gone to the try line. And Conor Murray. A brilliant finish.
Jamie George picks an all-black line. Brilliant. The Lions just faded off here. Jamie George, we've seen it so often for him with England and Saracens. Sexton with the delay. George carries superbly, and it's quick ball. And Conor Murray just comes off his right foot. Perenara is deflected for a second. The little step there. He sees the hole. He sees glory. He sees a chance for the Lions to level it at 21-all.
The call has been for composure, and it was supplied there by Conor Murray. Hurt New Zealand before in Chicago, and he's hurt them here in Wellington tonight. How much? We will have to wait and see, but what a finish we have in store here. Can Farrell level it?
So little territory, and 2 tries from the 22. The Lions have found their finishing.
Some of those Lions supporters can hardly bear to watch. Owen Farrell so often rises to the challenge of the most testing kick in the game. And he has risen to it again.
Well, he's missed a few in a couple of games leading up to this one, but when it matters, Owen Farrell has delivered a wonderful line from Jamie George. And the Lions need quick ball. They get quick ball. New Zealand don't attack the breakdown. Surveyor's not Sam Cane. He's not over that ball. He's off his feet and he can't make the tackle. Sam Cane missed badly there. The Lions, 21 all.
Itoje again, solid. Wow, it's tense in this ground. Sexton, Farrell, Davis. Lions look to run it out. Daly. Williams now as he bumped off the ball there. Yeko Papers holding out a flag. And again, it'll be from where the ball landed. Cruden is 22. Williams still on the floor.
Daly with that left-footed kick, and Cruden just wipes out. Williams out wide. It's a penalty. I don't think it's within range, even of Daly. But Farrell has to push this one towards the 22. Slow burner, Miles. It has now exploded into life.
I'm sure you don't need me to say, but I'll just emphasize the point. Those Lions supporters now making such a noise. Toje again calling. And Falatau, the recipient. Murray, try scorer. O'Brien. At last the Lions into their stride with the extra man again. McGrath blocking. Got in each other's way as much as anything else.
So frustrating. The line out was very good. Very good. They had Sean O'Brien at scrum half. He faded out to the first receiver and took a really clever ball off Connor Murray straight over the gain line.
We talked about 80 minutes before the game. This is a huge 8 minutes. This draw, not good enough for us. The All Blacks 1-0 up in the series. They'll go to the third test knowing that a win is good enough to win them a series. We'd have to win it to draw the series. This is absolutely the 8 minutes of these players' lives. They need to keep the discipline. They need now, genuinely, to look each other in the eye and believe they can win this game.
And off this line out, here comes Laumape. So an interesting one. Whitelock's off, Barrett's on in the second row. You watch for Laumape, Ione up that middle, looking for the Sexton, round the corner, trying to buy the penalty.
Well, O'Brien is out. He's waiting for Laumape.
It's nice from Retallick, Ioane. Toje did his best to get in front there, to get across. And Reed now. It's pummeled back. Savia said, OK, I'll have a go. And that's a pretty good go. And Retallick does the clear out. And then it's Reed again, and Itoje. But bouncing off him is Leonard Brown. And we have entered slugging match territory now. This is gloves off. 7 minutes of a series in the balance. Perenara to Cruden, and through goes Itoje. It's a really good offload under pressure. Tackle from Laws. Wyatt Crockett. 49 consecutive tests as a winner. Reed. Perenara. Savir again. Barrett. Dropped by Laumape. In goes Murray. Farrell charged down, but it was advantage. Just wasn't called over because of the immediacy of the charge down.
Lions go back to a scrum, and it gives them an opportunity there, and some fantastic defence from the Lions. 96 tackles made, only 5 miss. They've come out on top on the defensive game. Farrell gets away with that. Just went for a speculative kick to the corner, but they have the scrum. Do they have the belief, as Scott described it, to go out and beat the All Blacks here in Wellington? 47 straight wins for New Zealand in New Zealand. It's a huge challenge.
They've not lost at home since 2009. South Africa in Hamilton. That was by just 3 points.
Sexton earns his corn now, along with Farrell. Lions don't need to try and win this game from 50 metres. They need to get themselves in a position where they can pressurise New Zealand. They've seen today that the All Blacks have had little moments of panic. The Lions need to get them down in that area where they can force a penalty or an error.
The All Blacks are going with a 7-man scrum. They're keeping their back line. This is on the halfway line. This is Daly or Farrell can kick this. Sinclair, this is your moment. This is a time to win the scrum pen of your life in kicking range via 7-man All Black scrum.
With the French referee never shy of giving a scrum penalty. All the experience of Wyatt Crockett against young Sinclair. As Will says, this is potentially his moment. McGrath too. Elliot Daly was denied in the Highlanders match when the ball was rolled back a couple of metres. But he can kick long. The referee were reluctant to give it, as it's a game decider potentially, and he doesn't give anything there. And Sexton gives it to Farrell, and Farrell with that competitive streak of his. Murray, Laws looking for a way through, looking to put that pressure back on so the Lions can show this venom. There's the penalty. There it is. And Sinclair was part of it. Not at the scrum. And the referee has no option there when the ball is with the man and he's tackled in the air.
It's an anomaly, but it's also one of the laws of the game. And Farrell has what you would say for the last 5 years of a career would be the most straightforward penalty kick. It's probably the most pressurised of his life. Sinclair is in the air. Faumuina has tackled him in the air. And Farrell has a kick with some pressure.
His father, Andy, part of the coaching staff again. First father-son combination on a Lions tour last time out. They're here together once more. And he, like Warren Gatland and the rest of the coaching staff, can do nothing now. It's over to the youngster, Owen Farrell. Three minutes, 3 points. For a rugby player from Britain and Ireland, this is what dreams are made of. Coming back against the great All Blacks on their turf. But it is not done yet because they are great All Blacks. Who can take the restart? Kruder's just put just enough on it. Savea, like a man possessed there.
So cool from Cruden.
Look at Sarver, like he was cool in Dublin Cruden when he broke Irish hearts. There's Barrett and Perinara. Lions have to find that discipline now. Reed, 2 minutes. Leonard Brown dropped. Jonathan Davis. It's still in, and it's Bowden Barrett scooting over this familiar turf of his, and he's setting off again. Look at him go. Dag! Great tackle comes in. That was Faletau. And then it was Sinclair. At the moment, the Lions eager but holding that offside line well. Just the right side of it. Sarver. Can anybody be more pumped than Sarver at the moment? Cruden's going cross-field. This is risky. And it's out. Put a set together here, the British and Irish Lions, and they are beating New Zealand in Wellington.
Surveyor throwing everything at it now, and Cruden, he went for one of New Zealand's big plays, the crossfield kick. They're a man down. You've got to remember it. They are paying the price for this.
Really showed there, didn't it, Stuart?
Oh, yeah.
No Sonny Bill Williams in midfield. Itoje, vital man at this line-out. Nathan Harris is on at hooker for New Zealand, for Cody Taylor. If they won the Lions, it was never going to be by much. That same 3-point margin as it stands as South Africa beat New Zealand all those years ago in Hamilton. On a very British and Irish night, weather-wise, in Wellington. For long periods, it seemed that the Lions would not take advantage of the extra man. They have done eventually, but now this is what matters. Do they back themselves to rumble it away, or do they get the ball out of there? Well, they've got to win it first. Booted away by Murray. The end result, well, it's not far off perfect for the Lions. New Zealand know they have to get going quickly and do. Here goes Barrett, who's covering the space into the breadbasket of Sean O'Brien, Jonathan Davis, and now with 30 seconds in this area of the field, the Lions can control it. Murray, O'Brien, he goes on the Tullow tank, scorer of the dream try last week. But the real dream is the win. And there's Warburton, and it's 10 seconds, and the crowd are counting it down. Laws, this is it. The Lions will level the series. They have their cup final. They end New Zealand's long unbeaten home run. And now they have a chance for rugby, for sporting immortality.